When you come and watch football, first and foremost by you guys when you're on the pitch, scoring now. Is it going to come?
West Coast's second visit to Perth in 3 years. Confidence boost to beat more Premier League.
The Perth once and the well intended with, I should say. But they're in a good place, played as many games as Manchester United, but the team that we're facing
now, it's been, shall we say, a little bit damp in Perth, so much so there have been multiple...
to rain too much, but these lads have only got one more game.
Poor start for Donny van der Beek. In the absence of Scott McTominay, their scintillating pre-season form.
Well, they've been superb, haven't they? They've looked sharp, they've looked full of running.
Coutinho is the number 10 in behind. A dangerous front two, actually, of Ings and Watkins.
Yes, but certainly he's going to be pleased with the fact that his defenders haven't...
A day weather-wise, which has had an impact on the pitch, and the pitch was only until easily with the lineup that started.
Oh, and obviously Rayo Vallecano, I think in one of those two games you will see virtually the team that
he racism message. Well, it's the final game of the who really has been an excellent signing from Forest for Villas. Ings goes down there, Watkins, but nothing.
A little bit softly, nevertheless, I think.
Back comes Cash. And there's
a touch by Marcus Rashford, it was, but he just caught Matty Cash on his heels. Fortunately,
Bruno Fernandes. Foot in there from the stadium. In comes the corner towards that far post. Where's that going to... It's quite deep. Maguire, that's a great save. And more than that, he's so dangerous from set pieces. More work, transfer work expected from Aston Villa. Strong play from Luke Shaw. Nice turn by Cash though. Cash goes for goal as well, and that whistles just wide of the far post. It's a good strike from the fullback. David De Gea happy against Cash. It's a good battle. Cash does well, darts in Ren. Fernandes was important. Sancho's away and they're flooding forward here, United. Sancho goes for goal, and that's a decent save, and then hacked away, and the players slipping and sliding in and around that 6-yard box, including the goalkeeper, who was called into action again.
Yeah.
Not so sure about that for Villa, but that's the sort of thing that happens. Dyden wins the free kick and the foul by Ramsey. It towards Martial. Martial just runs away from him.
And Lisandro Martinez will come into this starting lineup.
Rashford up against Cash. Rashford with Western Australian cricket, where United have been training. Fred, and that's good. Had a lot of rain in the last 24 hours. That's through to Anthony Martial from Rashford. Martial gets it. Oh, that flag goes up for offside against Martial as he made that run. He got it back to Bruno Fernandes, and I suppose Bruno with the Villa squad. Oh, it's gone in a bit strong there. McGinn on Martial from behind. Unnecessary, really. To knock Villa out the cup, you might remember that 1-0. Scott McTominay clips it towards Fernandes, and now Martial's about to pull the trigger and make sure this is such a great cricket ground because of the size of it. Clever feet towards Ings, and in the end it ricocheted. Cash with the foul. Yeah, it's
Lindelof, Varane.
Yeah. Diego Carlos. Barcelona for over 100 million and ended up coming to Villa for... it's gone all the way through to Cash. Comes down for Cash, who has got a shot on him, but...
Goal scoring and goal creations.
Well, just to remind you, last season we ended up with a 0 goal difference. And that's
that, an understanding.
Just come from inside. Ings waits in the centre. Cut out by Harry Maguire. Line showing great pace. Ramsey with the ball in. They can be all. He's got plenty of options here. Fernandes outside of his boot. Sancho lines. Rashford goes for goal himself. And oh, Lindelof. That's Fernandes. Helps it on again. Rashford, and Rashford's got Martial with him. Rashford again drills it across the face of goal. And here's Fred.
ونبدأ بالصلاة على رسولنا الكريم محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم فصلوا على خير البشر.
Ash again, Shaw on the overlap, Shaw with the ball in, and Sancho scores. Well played, Luke Shaw. He picks out Jadon Sancho, and Sancho has really made his mark on this tour. That's his 3rd goal of the tour, and United lead Villa 1-0.
Now this is all about the Luke Shaw to get on that overlap, to create a little bit of an overload, give the Villa back line a problem, definitely onside. And just look at him coming round here, perfectly weighted as well from Marcus Rashford. And there is the aforementioned Sancho, who's hardly been in the game, to steer the ball home into an unguarded net virtually, through the legs of Luca Dean actually, but
makes the run. Rashford waits in the centre. Here's Marcus Rashford, and it ricochets in off Cash. A bizarre goal. Sancho to Rashford, ricocheted off Cash. It'll probably go down as an own goal, and United have a second before half-time.
We spoke about it in the first goal, or for the first goal, the willingness to be able to get on your bike and get in behind, and this is exactly what Jadon Sancho does. I'm really surprised that both Luca Dean and Tyrone Mings just allowed him to run. And Marcus Rashford, listen, he'll get into that position many more times this season, we hope, and he will have a simple tap in. And if he hadn't have been there, then that ricochet off Matty Cash couldn't have happened. But it's the unwillingness of both Digne and Mings to match the run of Jadon Sancho. And he does exactly the right thing. He came off his shin, didn't it?
But Bailey, a little step over. Bailey goes for goal. Brilliant strike. Instant impact from the half-time substitute. Leon Bailey steaming up the right-hand side. Little step over and found the corner. Villa back in it, 2-1.
Yeah, really good goal. Can't take anything away from Leon Bailey. And he's done more in the couple of minutes that he's been on the field than most of the attacking threat that Villa had to offer in the first half. But Lindelof just makes the mistake here of allowing him to come inside. He is two-footed, Leon Bailey, to be fair to him, but you just want to keep him going away from the goal, and he uses the screen of Harry Maguire.
Bailey with the corner, a deep one, and it is headed in. Chambers was in there, and Villa pinched the equaliser right at the end, just as they did when the sides met at Villa Park in January, when United led 2-0 and ended up drawing 2-2. Well, the same thing has happened in Perth. De Gea frustrated, Villa equalise.
Yeah, and I don't think that's the full-time whistle, but I don't think it's any more than they deserve. David De Gea will be disappointed that he's not come and got something on this. He's in his 6-yard box. Well, there was any number of a cluster of Villa players that had got themselves up early, and it was Chambers in the end who got his head on it. It's a disappointing goal to concede, and it's probably a slightly disappointing way to end the tour, having played so well. But as I say, the second half